Welcome back to the channel, and I got another set of awesome eShop deals for ya. Neon Abyss is a run and gun game with roguelike elements that has you exploring dungeons with each attempt of the game. With each run, you unlock new things, such as new bosses, new rooms, and even multiple endings. Every dungeon is changeable and can be tailored to your style. It's a fun game, lots of chaotic action, with a lot of content and things to do, including various mini-games. It'll take you anywhere from 80 to 100 hours or more to complete everything, so you're getting a good value with this game. Check it out. Even if you're not necessarily into roguelike games, if you like run and gun stuff, I think you'll be hooked. It's $6.99 on the eShop at a brand new lowest price ever until April 16th. Speaking of chaotic action, SturmFront is another game that brings it. It's a retro-style top-down shooter that has you taking on hordes of various enemies and aliens as you blast them to smithereens while racking up a high score. It's a fun game with simple to pick up and play mechanics and full of plenty of arcade-like action that is sure to please. It's only $2.49 on the eShop, an excellent price for those looking to pick up a fun arcade-like game for the Switch. Boomerang Fu is a multiplayer-esque game. You team up or against other players as you play as your favorite food characters to blast away enemies with a range of crazy power-ups and disguises. You can even go as far as combining power-ups for some crazy attacks. Look, it's a crazy, silly game, but it's one that makes for a good party game, and at $1.99, it's a solid pickup for your Switch for those looking for such an experience. In Minit, you just got a minute. Let me explain. It is an adventure game where you have a minute to play at a time. You'll need to help creatures and overcome foes and solve puzzles, all in an effort to cure this curse of each day in-game lasting only a minute at a time. Don't let these simple retro graphics fool ya. This game is a treat, and it's full of surprises. It's only $1.99. It's the lowest price ever on the eShop, so for those who finally want to check what the fuss is all about with this game, you can finally do so at a super cheap price. Super Squidit, the sequel to Squidit, is a game that greatly expands on what the first game was. Not only will you go through platforming levels with new abilities, but you also play through 3D RPG levels. What's neat about this one is, like the first one, adhering to the limitations of the OG Game Boy. Super Squidit adheres to the limitations of the Game Boy Color, and even the sound effects were created on an actual GBC system. That's pretty crazy. It's a fantastic retro-style platformer, not only from a technical standpoint, but also from a fun standpoint. It's a charming adventure, and at just $1.99 via the sale, I say you should give this a chance. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised with this one. Frogun was a game I checked out, I believe this time last year, on the Switch, and I was charmed with the PS1 visuals, but more importantly, the fun platforming gameplay. You need to collect things while using your Frogun to deal with enemies and traverse each fun level in the game. You can now have the game for just $10.49 via the eShop sale, and it's totally worth it. It's a gem, and if you're curious about my full thoughts on the game, I'll leave a link to my review for you to check out at the end of this video and in the comments down below for you to check out later. Ninja Gaiden Master Collection finally sees a discount again on the eShop after nearly a year since the last sale. This collection includes 3 games: Ninja Gaiden Sigma, Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2, and Ninja Gaiden 3, Razor's Edge, in addition to all the DLC content that was released for those titles. You can nab it on the eShop for $27.99, which is in fact a brand new low price for the collection. Less than $10 a game isn't too shabby at all when it comes to collection deals for bigger titles like these. You can also opt for the deluxe edition, which at $35 via the sale includes a digital art book and soundtrack, but I would guess that would be only for those who are truly avid fans of the series. Speaking of uncommon sales, Fairy Tail is also back on sale on the eShop after nearly a year. This RPG, based on the manga and anime series, is on sale for a little over $20 off the MSRP price. Now there is a deluxe version, but I would avoid it, as all it does is add a few costumes. That's it. Save them bones, and just get the base edition of the game if you want it. Bethesda is back with some discounts on the eShop, and their Doom Slayers collection is one of my favorite collections on the Switch. Priced at $12.49, you get a sweet collection of games. It includes Doom 2016, the Impossible Switch port that is a joy to play, and you get versions of Doom 1993 and Doom 2 Classic, Doom 3, and one of my favorite Nintendo 64 games, Doom 64. Now the later 4 games all include a bevy of modern features, including of course HD resolution and textures, as well as a lot of content to explore. These are some of my favorite console versions of these games, and the fact that I can take it on the go makes it even sweeter. If you don't own this collection and are looking for some of the best FPS shooters to enjoy, then the Slayers collection at $12.49 is a deal too sweet to pass up. Of course, Doom Eternal is on sale too, and the base game itself is at a brand new low price of $13.19. I do recommend though opting for the deluxe edition, as it includes all the expansion content that adds a nice amount of playable content to the game. It's a little bit more, at $10 more, but for the amount you get for the price, it is worth it. If you intend on getting the expansions down the road, well, you'll probably end up paying more than those $10. So let's talk about Skyrim. We got some brand new discounted prices for Skyrim on the Switch, which, thank goodness, at least are starting to drop the prices lower than what it has been for this game. The classic version of Skyrim is going for $23.99, a brand new low price in the eShop, while the Anniversary Edition can be had for $27.99. If you have the base version or physical, the Anniversary Upgrade can be bought for $11.99. Again, all new lows on the eShop. Now, I do think prices for this can and should drop lower, but this is just something to keep in mind, that Bethesda seems to finally be looking to price this lower after all this time. There's one more game I'd like to talk about before I go today, and that is the sale on Quake. The Switch port is perhaps my favorite console port of the game. It includes all the glorious features and updates in this remastered version of the classic Quake game, including brand new expansion pack content and some excellent gyroscope aiming, in addition to the fact that, hey, it is Quake on the go. This is one of my favorite shooters from the past, and just for $3.99, this remastered version of Quake for $4 is a no-brainer to get on the Switch. There you go, that's the eShop sale highlights for today. If you liked the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and make sure to become a subscriber so you can stay up to date with new videos that arrive on the channel weekly. Before I go today, feel free to sound off in the comments what you have been playing lately. I've actually been playing some Resident Evil games on the Switch that I got from a previous sale and blasting through those again. It has been a lot of fun playing those games again. Anyway, that's all I have for today. Thank you so much for watching and subscribing. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you next time.